I looked on the internet for some marriage help because my marriage was in a crisis. My husband was going to leave me, and so I wanted some answers and some help, so I started researching on the internet, and I saw Mort Fertel, and I started looking into his program and listening to his excerpts of his lectures, and also people who he had helped. And then also I looked into signing up for his emails, where you received each day something you could do to help reconnect and reconcile your marriage. And I liked what I was receiving and hearing, so then I did sign up for the marriage fitness program, and I was a Lone Ranger with the program and participated with that. My favorite part about the marriage fitness program was receiving daily emails reminding me that there's hope and faith and help with the program. I thought the direction that Mort gave was very clear and concise, and he was right on target with what typically will happen and happens, and made me a believer. I felt listening to the program that Mort Fertel helped me change my attitude towards always being right and letting things go and looking at the big picture rather than constantly bringing up the past or bringing up the problems, letting the problems aside and focusing on reconciling and focusing on creating a better relationship with my husband. I don't think he's not really, I was alone on the Lone Ranger program, so he hasn't participated in the program, but because of my attitude change and my behavior change, it has created his attitude and behavior change. So he has changed, but it's because of my participation and reaction, which Mort Fertel said would happen as well, and it has happened. Well, I think what I focused on with the marriage fitness program with Mort Fertel is listening to the CDs. I could relate a lot to other callers that called in and he spoke with. A lot of the questions I had were questions they had, so I listened to their answers. And then also the once a month teleconference, when I called in and was able to ask one question and listening to his advice, I would just follow his advice, and that's the main advice or the main direction, instruction that I received that helped me change. To me, the difference between marriage counseling with a therapist and marriage fitness is a counselor listens to you, but I feel like Mort deals with so many marriage issues that he's very knowledgeable on people's behaviors, that he doesn't even really need to listen to your whole story to know a small snippet, and he knows how people act and behave and can direct you on the right path of how you deal with those behaviors and how you deal with the emotions that are happening with a separation or a path that's going down divorce. And his counseling and his direction is just, I find, right on track, where a therapist may just listen to you talk and they don't really give you any direction like Mort Fertel does. I would absolutely suggest anybody who's looking for life guidance and marriage help and to seek Mort Fertel's advice, because he's very wise and knowledgeable on people's behaviors and situations and gives excellent advice and direction. I would say to Mort Fertel, thank you for saving my marriage.